In 2022, Morocco reached the World Cup semi-finals. Before the tournament, almost nobody outside of North Africa believed they could. They beat Spain, they beat Portugal, they made the last four. In 2018, Croatia reached the final. A country of 4 million people, playing Brazil, England, and Argentina along the way. Every World Cup has one team that nobody sees coming, that rewrites the script and becomes the story of the tournament. In 2026, there are 5 teams who could play that role. And at least one of them, I genuinely believe, could go all the way. This is a video about the teams the big media aren't talking about enough. I've done the research. I've looked at the groups, the squads, the form. And I'm going to give you 5 dark horses, ranked, with the one I think is most dangerous right at the end. You won't want to skip to the end. The number 1 pick might genuinely surprise you. Number 5. Colombia. Colombia haven't been taken seriously at a World Cup since James Rodriguez lit up Brazil in 2014. But this team is quietly building something special. Their defense is the key. Moses Caicedo, one of the best defensive midfielders in the Premier League, anchors the midfield. Behind him, Piero Hincapié and William Pacho form a centre-back partnership that plays Champions League football every week. These aren't names that casual fans know, but top coaches know them. The issue is the attack. Colombia need more goals. If that attack clicks, Colombia can beat anyone. And in an expanded 48-team format with a new round of 32, they have one extra game to find their rhythm. Watch Colombia. They're dangerous. Or Morocco. This almost feels unfair to call them a dark horse anymore. They reached the semi-finals in 2022. They have Achraf Hakimi, Brahim Diaz, and Bilal El Khanis. The defensive structure is one of the most organized in the world. The question is whether 2022 was a peak or a platform. I think it was a platform. Morocco have used the last 4 years to evolve their squad, add depth, and build genuine belief that they can win this tournament. They won't be a surprise to football people, but they'll be a surprise to the rest of the world if they go deep again. Morocco, dark horse number 4. Number 3. Norway. Norway are back at the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. And they've come back with Haaland. Haaland has never scored at a World Cup. He wasn't there in 2018 or 2022. This is his first one. He has scored over 40 goals in multiple Premier League seasons. He is one of the most clinical finishers in the history of the game. Martin Odegaard plays behind him. Alexander Sørloth provides backup. Norway have threats all across the pitch. The group, France, Senegal, Iraq, is brutal. But if they get out of it, they've already proven they can compete with the best. And Haaland at a World Cup, on the biggest stage of his life, chasing the one trophy that has eluded him. That is a storyline that could run all the way to the final. Number 2. Turkey. This Turkish squad is the most talented they have produced in a generation, some say ever. Arda Güler at Real Madrid. Kenan Yıldız at Juventus. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, one of the best midfielders in Serie A. Ferdi Kadıoğlu, dynamic and difficult to stop. They're in Group D with USA, Australia, and Paraguay. I said in my group predictions video, I think Turkey top that group. And if they do, they're into the knockouts with momentum, confidence, and a very manageable draw. The 2002 Turkey team reached the semi-finals against all expectations. This squad is better than that one, and the expanded format gives them more games to build into the tournament. Turkey are my number 2 dark horse, and they wouldn't surprise me at all if they reached the last 8. And at number 1, the dark horse I genuinely believe could win the whole tournament. Senegal. They're in the hardest group in the tournament. France, Norway, Iraq. Media attention is entirely on France and Norway. Senegal are being treated as supporting cast in their own group. But look at their attack. Sadio Mane, Ismaila Sarr, Iliman Ndiaye, who had an outstanding season. Nicholas Jackson, Premier League proven. This front four can outscore anyone in the world on a good day. If Senegal get out of Group 1, and I think they do, they will have already beaten either France or Norway, or accumulated enough points to go through. That means they've already competed with elite opposition. That gives you belief that's very hard to manufacture. Morocco showed in 2022 that an African team can reach the last 4. Senegal have more attacking firepower than that Morocco side. My number 1 dark horse. And my sleeper pick to reach the semi-finals of the 2026 World Cup. Here's what all 5 of these teams have in common. They're not flashy picks. They're not the safe answer. But every World Cup, without exception, has produced a team that nobody fully believed in before the first ball was kicked. The expanded format makes it more likely than ever. One extra game, one more chance to build momentum, one more opportunity for a dark horse to gather pace before the serious rounds begin. Who do you think goes on the surprise run of the tournament? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to track every match yourself, Prediction Journal link is in the description. Make your picks. Let's see who called it. See you in the next one.